And Liverpool's a city to make your courses clear. Enthroned beside the racing tide, a river broad and deep, where the ships of all the nations bring rich notes from all the seas. And the harbour lights glitter all the night, and the waves dance to the breeze. And the Liverpool varsity, oh, that is the place for me. With the great city's clear and light to the core in the Liverpool varsity. The students of our college on a brisk and lively crew. What they don't know, acknowledge, and there's nothing that they can't do. But if you want to know, then you should come and hear them sing. For they're the ones to raise the noise that will make the rafters sing. In the Liverpool varsity, oh, that is the place for me. I shall never forget the good friends that I've met in the Liverpool varsity.
I'm from the north of China. Yes, the north, the sunshine and the snow, and the wind in the winter. I don't want to go back, because the West is very different from the Eastern countries. So I guess it's the opportunity for me to see the different world. I live in the classic Victorian house in the Kenny area. So the kitchen is quite nice. Not very big, but it's not small as well. I go to Tesco or Jackie's to grab some ingredients. It's more expensive than China because the income of British is more higher. I can get every important key ingredient except the sauces because there is a Chinese community in Liverpool for a long, long time.
I find it quite difficult to get the ingredients, especially meat. The parts sold in UK supermarket is very different from the ones sold in Chinese market. The part they cut and the way they cut is very different, so you will need to find a butcher to specialize. The deeper you dive into one way of cooking, you will find that they have a name for a special part. Very, very interesting name. And it's not used in any daily conversation. For example, when you're eating hot pot in the south part of China, in maybe Guangzhou, somewhere like this, and they're talking about parts of animals, this part of a cow will be named as the hung dragon because the meat looks like a dragon hung on the stick. I've heard about the UK food before from my friends or classmates, and to be honest, food you have don't have a very good reputation. But I find it's not the case when I'm personally here. I find it's a lot more better than their descriptions. They tell me about blood pudding, and then I don't remember exactly the name is a fish pie with a head of fish on it. Yes, that's it, stargazy pie.
My housemate is a British girl from Manchester. Sometimes she wants to teach me to cook the mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes and baked beans is my favorite and very easy to cook and tastes great. The steak pie is very nice. The best steak pie is from the bakery in the village. The sweets. I talked with a lot of Chinese students, and all of them said the sweet food of British is too sweet for us. Cooking for myself, I make eggs, boiled chicken breast, and the mashed potatoes. Oh, this sounds like British. To be honest, I'm not enjoying cooking. I don't want to cook alone, but if I visit my friend or my friends come to visit my house, we very like the time to cook together. In the past year, sometimes we will order some fast food burgers, the pizza, takeaway. Pizza Margherita is my favorite from on the boat street. Maybe the name is called Crazy? Craze? Oh, I can't remember. I haven't been there a long time. Crust. Oh yes, crust.
There's a lot of Italian restaurants in Shanghai, and they are very popular. Many of them are run by Italian residents in Shanghai, so I think they provide very good Italian food. But there is Chinese Italian food that's very horrible. It tastes not so good and looks very strange. You are trying to be creative, but that's not the case. For instance, a strawberry spaghetti. They're trying to use local strawberry to cook with spaghetti and just tastes strange. My favorite ingredient? It's just simple eggs. It's an ingredient that you can use to cook both Western food I learned in Liverpool and the food from my hometown. There's a dish that I will cook lots. I don't know its name. It's just a dish that you cook pork and eggs in very rich dark soy sauce. It's very slow cooked on the stovetop. You will need maybe 2 or 3 hours.
By the way, that is a very interesting thing. When I moved to UK, it's my first time to use the oven. If I want to have some roasted chicken, roasted meat, I need to go to the restaurant. In my house, the micro machine is very easy to re-hot the food. We use food to celebrate at home. Celebrate maybe finished something, celebrate festival, to celebrate graduation, celebrate New Year. Lovely thing. My mother is a chef. And sometimes because I and my father didn't know how to cook, we get to help my mother to cook. She enjoyed cooking the recipes from her mother, from my grandma. I guess every family has their own traditional recipe. She makes steamed food. Like, I'm not too sure you know this, but like a pastry made up of flour and water and fillings, includes the meat and some mixed vegetables. Bao, B-A-O, that's right.
I cook with family at home and I cook for several times with my friends in accommodation. And yes, it's a very, very lovely thing to do. My mother comes from the southern villages, small villages in China. My father is a local Shanghai resident, though he's coming from the skirt of Shanghai. When I'm living with my family, I would very frequently cook with them just to have fun. It's me and my mom. My dad don't cook very usually, but he can cook well. There are a few dishes that I actually haven't seen elsewhere, only by my mom and my grandmother. I have recipes in my head and I tried for several times to reproduce and replicate them in Liverpool, though the ingredients are a bit different. I love traditional British food a lot, such as fish and chips and shepherd pie. I learned how to cook shepherd pie and I would definitely cook these dishes that my family haven't tasted before.
I guess it's the opportunity for them to see the different world.